Hi guys. It's just me, just little old me. I feel like you need to be closer. I feel like I'm also staring at the viewer because I can't look directly in the camera because that's weird for me. So, bit of a different video today. Ryan is actually in work, so I have decided to do a little video on mental health. If you know me, you know that I talk about my own mental health very openly. I find that it's still quite a shunned subject. And I really think it shouldn't be. Like, I think people should be open about how they're feeling and what's going on in their head, more so that we can understand mental health a little bit better and so that people can actually help themselves. So this has all come about because I have had a very bad few days. And the main reason why I wanted to make a video about it was because I know a lot of people will see from the outside, oh look, Amy and Ryan are in their like happy little bubble, their new relationship, and it all looks really good on the outside, from the outside. But actually on the inside, I have been struggling a lot. Unfortunately for Ryan, probably, he will obviously completely deny the unfortunately part, but he is now in a committed relationship with someone who has various levels of anxiety, separation anxiety being one of them, which means that when we are apart, I have this constant need to know if he's okay, where he is, if he's all right, how's he doing, is anything happening. I laugh and joke and say it's FOMO, fear of missing out, but in reality, I create scenarios in my head that aren't nice, and my anxiety will sit and play with that until I think it's actually happening. So for the past week, it's probably been, it's been a week. I unfortunately, I messed up with my tablets. I'm on sertraline for my low moods, and in conversations with my doctor at the moment about beta blockers for my anxiety, because as much as that helps my low moods, my anxiety has got heightened since I've been on them. So I ran out over Easter and my pharmacy was closed pretty much the entire Easter weekend, apart from a short few hours where it was doing emergency collections only. And I was also on my period. So, girls, we all know what that does to our hormones anyway, and my mood plummeted. I was in pain because obviously my monthlies, and Ryan got to see firsthand how I went from my usual bubbly self. I would laugh at pretty much anything he would say to me because he is a very funny guy, naturally so, and I could see it really breaking him as well, because he just didn't know what to do. But yeah, I wanted to make this video because it's not been a good few days. I think people should talk about their mental health and should be as open as they can be. I know for some people it's not it's not easy to be open and to have these conversations about their mental health. I know for some people they feel like they should keep it to themselves and that they should work these things out. But for me personally, talking about it actually really helps. I talked to Luna about it, like, you know, all through lockdown, she was it. She was what I had. And, you know, it will upset my closest friends. Amy and Steffi, my beautiful wives, will be really upset to know that I have been suffering and I have not told them, because I let myself believe that I am bothering them, that, you know, they have more important things to do with their lives than to deal with me having a hiccup in my mental health. But I'm here. I'm still going. I am back on my sertraline. I picked it up yesterday. And I woke up today feeling not 100% back to how I would like to feel, but I'm feeling much better. Sorry, there was a blackbird in the tree, it distracted me. Wonder why my mum wants me to get tested for ADHD. It's not easy. I know it's not easy. There were points where I would have to ask Ryan to do stupid things like put the tin of beans in the bin because I couldn't, with the sharp edge, I didn't want to have anything to do with that. I couldn't use the sharp knives. Silly things that the little voice in the back of my head was like, oh, don't be touching that, you can't mess with that, you can't do that, you'll hurt yourself, you'll do this, you'll do that. And I was very open with him. I told him exactly what was going on. And yeah, we have cracked on and gone through it, and I'm feeling ever so slightly better today, so that's why I'm making this video. It's not easy. It's not been easy. I have been on sertraline for almost a year, maybe almost a year and a half. And I forgot what it felt like without it. The paranoia was a big hit. The anxiety and the paranoia of thinking that people were looking at me and talking about me in the supermarket, that people were judging me, thinking that Ryan was messaging other people, thinking that he was, I would think in my head that he's thinking, what the fuck have I got myself into? Sorry, I swore. That I was worthless, that he deserved so much better than this broken person, that he was realising it. And this voice in my head is very nasty. It's hard. I was raised by a very strong woman who unfortunately did have a stage where she was broken. And it was not until not that long ago, actually, probably like 6 years ago, that we realised that what my mum was going through was mental health. It was mental health problems, and she didn't know what to do because it wasn't something that was spoken about. It was something that you would just and move on. You cracked on with it. And I don't know. This is why I say she's a strong woman, because I would not have been able to do what she did. She raised 3 children, separated from my dad. She had to move house. She then had to deal with small town gossip. My dad then found my stepmom, whilst my mum didn't have anyone. So you know, I don't know how I would have dealt with that, knowing that the father of my children had found his one. It's, yeah, she didn't break down completely. I mean, looking back, you can see that, oh my God, yeah, she was struggling, but she still absolutely rocked it. We never went without. We never, you know, we still had, you know, our school uniforms. We still had all the books that we needed. We always got new stationery at the beginning of the year, the new bags, the new lunch boxes. My mum worked very hard to keep our life as normal and put together as she could have done. Like, she absolutely rocked it. And knowing now what she was going through, I sit there and go, I mean, I've had a week and Ryan basically had to drag me out of the flat because I was like, no, what's the point? And it's hard. It really is hard. But it's okay. It's okay to have bad days. It's okay to cry. It's okay to be angry. I was so angry yesterday. I was so angry with myself for being stupid enough to not have had my tablets, to not have had my coping mechanisms, you know, up to par, because I haven't had to use them for so long because of the sertraline. So I was absolutely kicking myself. Nothing. I felt numb. Nothing was making me happy. I was snapping at Ryan, and the battery's about to run out on this. But you know what? I'm okay. And I got through that rough patch. And you will get through your rough patch. But I just wanted people to know that my inbox is always open. I really do appreciate every single one of the people that are in my life, because one way or another you have helped me and you've saved me. It's okay not to be okay. It's okay to cry. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to be upset. Just talk about it, communicate, tell the people who you love the most what's going on in there. And because it's about to run out of battery, I'm going to go bye. I love you guys.